Hi, we're back for some more Daily Race B in Gran Turismo 7. We are in the M6 tonight. Tried the GTR on Tuesday. Decided to switch it up and go with the M6. I've improved the quality time a little bit at Road Atlanta in the Group 3 cars. Not by much, a couple of tenths. Still a little bit off where I want to be. I think I can get a couple more tenths out of it. I was getting quite close to it earlier on when I did a few laps, but just been trying it now and I'm miles away. But we'll get some practice in anyway before the next race because we've got one in 9 minutes, just over 9 minutes. So hopefully there'll be a bit less carnage tonight. We are very close to getting back into SRB, SRA. So hopefully the races will get a little bit cleaner because they were carnage on Tuesday. For the most part, it's a pretty carnagey circuit anyway. There's always a lot of push to pass and stuff on this one. But we will hopefully get some better races tonight, and I won't bin it as much. Like I say, I'm in the M6. I'm in the Sprint, which is I've not bothered doing a livery for this one because I tend to prefer the endurance one. It's slightly more stable on the back, so I tend to go with the endurance most of the time when there's a choice. But we're limited by the cars you can pick for this one, and the Sprint is the M6 on offer, so that's what we're going to use. Right, so I'll jump in, get a couple of practice laps in, and see how we get on. But yeah, it's gonna be a tricky one. This, as you can see, I'm 8th on the friends list, and we're only like 869th, which is not great. Should be. I'm usually a lot higher than that, but there's going to be more people doing it this week because of the payout. But yeah, it's not a car I'm very familiar with. I use it occasionally, but I tend to avoid the BMW when I can, really. But that's by the by. Have to make do with what we can. So I'm going to go with +5 on the old brake balance. Like I say, I'm on a 1:18.212 for this one. So that's the time I want to get a bit near. I'd quite like to get into the 1:17s, but I think that's unlikely. A 1:18.1 would not be nice. But yeah, it's going to prove tricky. Especially if I don't take that corner right. The tyres on this are generally quite lively. We're on the medium tyres for this one, which is good because this would be horrible on hard tyres. So at least they've given us the mediums. So I can carry much more speed through that corner. And that bit as well. So on a 29.6, I really want to be on like a 29 dead for that. Below a 29.2, for sure. Tricky corner to get out of that. And the chicane at the end of it is really slippy to get out of it over the hill. Too much speed through though. Tried to put a bit of acceleration on the back end when you kind of just playing with right on the edge of the grip. There, just a tiny bit too much throttle and off it went. Don't know what that line was. I'm trying to get a wide line in to give me a bit more circuit before I hit the start line. So I can get a tiny bit more speed over the line. But that is not the way to do it. Again, didn't carry enough speed through there. Right, come on. 240, a little bit slow. Too much wheel spin out of that corner. It's going to slow me down. It's going to lose me a load of time down that straight. You want a really good exit from that bend. It's one of the most important corners, because this is such a long straight. Let's take a wide line in again, because we're not going to compete with the time. So I want to be like 140 mile an hour going over that line. Nah, it's going to hit the grass. That is going to put me on the grass. Come on. Just not enough brake through that. Car likes to slide around through that section. Bit squirrely. Again, not too good out of that corner. It's really difficult to keep the back end planted through that section. That's right. So we need a good half a second. I think we got a penalty there. Carried way too much speed through there. Yeah, thought so. I mean, the time down to that checkpoint is more where I want to be, but still a little bit on the slow side. Yeah, it's going to slide. Let me just check how this is doing. If this is all running okay. So that is running okay. And that's running okay. All good. Right. 30 seconds. We're not going to do an awful lot in 30 seconds. Before our first race of the night. Be interested to see how we get on with this one with the BMW, because it is a bit trickier in places than the GTR was. Especially when the tyres start to get worn during the race. It's only 6 laps, but the mediums wear quite fast. Right. Let's see what we get. We were getting all B lobbies earlier in the week. Oh, it's the same in the B lobbies again. Which is unfortunate, because it means it's going to make it really hard to gain any DR. I think either our time is way too slow, which is possible, because normally I'm sort of like top 500, so the time is too slow. And having an AB rating sticks me in amongst the BS guys who are trying to get up to A. Even though we're a decent way into A at the moment. We're nearly halfway into A. We were over halfway on Tuesday, but we lost DR in pretty much every race. Because we're in the B lobbies. So, it's going to be a tricky one. We will see. Get the brake balance on. Hey Dilshan, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. Hope you're good. A little bit slow on that first corner. Hey, Bright. Gonna lose a bit of time there. Getting pushed around. Yeah, not too bad. This first race, and it's going to be one of those races again, I guess. I'm guessing the Lexus has got a fair bit of power. And he's put me in the grass. That's pretty much the race over. Next. And someone else has done it as well. And he won't even get a penalty for that. I'll have to wait for the damage to go because the car's not going to move. So this is pretty much what the races were like on Tuesday. Right, damage is gone. But I'm guessing it's going to be another night like Tuesday. But we're 9 seconds. Oh, someone's being really slow. I wonder if they've come off. Nope, they've left. Oh, this is going well, isn't it? Good start. Still, good opportunity to get a bit of practice in. There's no point quitting because you just end up losing a ton of DR and SR. Tyres were slightly more worn than I was expecting. Hey Otto, how's it going? Alright Tom, thanks for popping in. It's confusing that YouTube's using the tags again rather than people's names. They keep messing around with that. Well, someone else has left by the looks of it. Yeah, it's kind of weird the way YouTube's been doing that at the moment. Get all these mistakes out of the system anyway for this race. I'll probably let everyone overtake me on the next lap because then I only have to do the 5 laps. Just go a little slow for the last lap. And then let everyone past and then finishes the race earlier. And then you don't lose any extra DR or SR for quitting out the race. Because if you go in the pits, everyone just has to wait for ages for you to... I think it waits the full race length before it quits. Hey Evo, it's I'm using the M6. The M6 is quite lively. Right, these will catch me on the straight, I reckon. So I will get out of the way. Because then they can go past on the straight. I mean, it's not too bad on the medium tyres. Let's keep out of the way. we go. DR's taking a hammering though this week. Hopefully the SR's not too bad. I can't remember who punted us off, whether it was this guy or the ST5. That was the RCF, wasn't it? It was this guy. It was the black RCF who took us off. Put us into the grass. So I bet we probably lost SR as well. Oh no, we gained some SR. Is he going to say anything? No, probably not. He'll probably just leave. Alright, let's try and get some practice in for the next one. Oh, my DR is definitely moving this week. It's going down. I think I've only gained DR in one race this week. Because I think I've been punted off in nearly every race. Which is not great for getting the DR going. Again, a little bit slow through there. About 2/10 slower through that first section. I'm in the M6. I did the GTR on Tuesday, so I've gone for the M6 to try tonight. I mean, that time is not too bad. I just can't get on the power through that bit. So we're not far off, we're only a 10th away. Let me just check if anything's being weird. Not getting any drop frames. Maybe try a refresh. Because everything seems to be running this okay this end. Could be YouTube being a bit funny. Let me just check this. Yeah, everything should be alright. Let's just close that. Yeah, it should be running okay. It's I've not dropped any frames and the bitrate's pretty good. I might. Right. You can't actually drop out of D. Once you're in D, you can't go down. I've been there. Yeah, you can't drop out of D once you've got into it. Because those E-lobbies at the start are just for the first couple of races. But you can gain and lose so much. In D, it only takes a couple of races to get you into C. And likewise, it's only a couple of races to drop back down again. So the best thing to do in D lobbies is just stay out of trouble. don't take, you know, pick your battles. Don't try and overtake everyone. Just gaining a bit of DR is more important than winning a race. Just not getting the entry into that corner right at all. Mind you, it's always a tricky circuit on controller, this one. Because you don't get the steering angle. The slow left-right and the steering angle kills controllers. It's just no good for controller users, this one. Just one of those circuits. Oh, you'll get there, just keep practicing. Ah, I messed it up. Should stay in third, I think. I mean, second isn't too bad for getting around the bend, but if the car starts to slide... And this one likes to slide around at the best of times. Pretty much the same as Tuesday, Body Snatcher. We've had one race and we got punted off into the grass. Ah, penalty. For those wondering, I am streaming horizontal and vertical at the same time, which is why I'm probably answering questions you're not seeing, because the chat's not combined. Still waiting for YouTube to introduce that one. They are doing it. It's going to be along soon. Yeah, it's about 0.3 too slow, that. And we got a penalty. First race doesn't count. On Tuesday, they were all like that, though. Yeah, on Tuesday, every race was getting punted off. But yeah, the M6 is quite a tricky beast. Oh, you know, again, way too slow. Boyeza Hal Hootie, how's it going? How are things in the UAE? Yeah, Tuesday night was carnage. So tricky to get the power down up that hill. I have to check on the replay and see what gear they're in. It's just too slow around that section. Need to brake a little bit earlier. Oh, horrible time. Right, next race. Yeah, I need to do a lot better on that lap. Right, so we're third on this one. At least we're in an A lobby this time, which is good. Where's our SR? We must be near. Yeah, we've maxed out our SR at B, so we're nearly back into A. That's good. Third up the hill. Which hill? Hey, Catch, how's it going? Very good. The hill for the very long straight. That one, or like, there's so many hills in this one. The last chicane. Oh right, yeah. Yeah, I tend to. I'll try to keep third. I'll try third and see if I'll try staying in third and see how I can keep it going. Because it's that up that hill, it just disappears on me, the power. I'll try stretching the third gear out a bit. Oh, that's a good connection. Not concerned about that connection at all. Oh, I'll see if this race goes any better. I mean, you don't try and overtake on that section. That might be a penalty. I've got a decent launch. Don't forget to blink. How's it going? Fortunately, I don't speak Russian. Not getting enough speed through that corner. Oops. I think I got a little nudge then. I mean, we got off quite lively with that. Boldy. What's Boldy? thought he was going to try and spin me out then. Still sixth. Messed that corner up. Come on, gears. Right. I think we got away with that. Now I'll mess that up. Fortunately, so did the guy behind. He's got a penalty. He's got a penalty. This is going to make it interesting. Is he just going to block me off? Could have done without that. Probably going to lose a couple of places. It will be a track limit. Yeah, I'm going to lose a couple of places. Shame about the penalty. Tricky race. Yeah, penalty cost us a couple there. And just general pace cost us a few. Just not getting the exit right out of some of those corners. Need to work on the quality time. Yeah, it wasn't the best penalty, but it's just the way it goes. And I didn't even gain any DR out of it. I just missed out because there's B drivers ahead of me. The guy in the RCF who came first in a B rating, he must that's got to be a second account. I mean, I was using third up the hill before, it just wasn't really changing up as quick. I'll see now in the quali when I'm following the Ghost whether I'm still losing the same amount of time. Yeah, that's the thing with Gran Turismo though, the penalties generally don't make any sense. A lot of the time. But that's kind of just the way it is. Thanks everyone for popping in, by the way. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you are new, of course. If you're watching on the vertical streams, don't forget to hit those emojis, because that helps it as well. Yeah, the penalty system is rather broken on this one. Hopefully they'll improve it with the patch in December. That's what a lot of people are hoping. But then there's Rensport out next week, and there's Project Motor Racing out the week after. So people are going to have a bit more choice soon. Yeah, I'm in the UK. Yeah, I need to get that line right. Just not very consistent at that line. Probably. I should be getting Project Motor Racing. Don't know about Rensport yet. I might do. But yeah, Project Motor Racing I should get early access to, so I might get to play a little bit before it comes out, so I can get something ready to go out. All things being well, I'll be able to stream it a few days before it comes out. That's the thing though, Gran Turismo doesn't want to be a serious competitor to other sim racing games. That's not what Gran Turismo is about. I mean, it may well be the case. But if they want console players to play it, it needs to be at least half decent on a controller, because that's what most people use. You know, that's why this is so popular. Because it plays well on a controller. And if they want to corner the console market, that's exactly what they need to do. Otherwise it won't compete with this. I think it's a bit more than F1. I think it's mainly the tyre model that let it down. The thing with the sim rig is I've got nowhere to put one, so And I have tried using a wheel for that kind of money, and I didn't like it, so I'll wait until I can get a decent direct drive wheel. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't bother with it. Personally, I wouldn't bother with anything other than a direct drive wheel. Not these days, anyway. So if I was going to get a wheel, I'd wait until I could get one of them. Because otherwise I'd just be buying 2 wheels. And on this, I'm quick enough on controller, so I don't really need a wheel for this. What Project Motorsport and Rennsport are like is going to be completely different. I've got a Placey challenge. I'm too short for it. I didn't really like it. I know, I can see how other people would like the Placey challenge, but I just couldn't get on with it at all. I had well, I've still got one of the GT Omega wheel stands, which I used with this chair, and that was far more comfortable for me. But the only wheel I've got is a Thrustmaster T150, and the feedback on this game is rubbish through a Thrustmaster T150. So I get a better feedback about what the car's doing through this controller. This Gran Turismo did do an excellent job with the DualSense to let you know what the car's doing. Slightly better time. Ah, I messed it up. No worries, OJ. Thanks for popping in. Hey, James. Yeah, a lot of people like the Thrustmaster. I mean, Rory seems to do okay with his, so... And he gives it a right hammer in. So it seems reliable enough. Yeah, I wouldn't know which to go for. I think I quite like the look of the Logitech RS50, but... I need a new PC before I need a wheel. No, I get what you mean. I think, yeah, the penalty system is quite frustrating in this. You can make it more strict, but they tend not to. Because the thing is, if you make the penalty system really strict in this, the game becomes less accessible. And then, if it's harder for people to play, less people will play it. That's why they don't really want to compete with the likes of, you know, the more serious sims. Because they're just less accessible to play. Because this, you just put it on, you know, turn it on, you're in a race in a few minutes. You can play it on a controller and do quite well. That's what most people just want. Yeah, SR is back into A. That's a start. Right. See if we can get it back up to S. I don't like F1, so... And I've seen what the online looks like on the F1 game, so that's not happening. RM the best ever. Or the best for ever. Hello. Why don't I buy a simulator? It depends what you mean by a simulator. Do you mean like a wheel rig, or do you mean a different game? But I don't have any space. Like I said, I've got a wheel stand. And an old wheel, and I'd probably use that with a better wheel, but I haven't got any space for a rig. Not where I am at the moment. Right, see if we can actually get somewhere. Gain some DR would be nice. Because our DR is taking an absolute hammering. I mean, I don't mind the race itself. It's quite a fun race, this one. It's a bit of a challenge. Because if you're just at the front, you lead from the front, win the races. That's pretty boring. I'd rather have a bit of drama. Just not every race. Yeah, I am very keen to see what Project Motor Racing and that is like with a controller. Oh, there's a penalty to start with. Does that work? So I'll lose a few places down here, and then I'm back in amongst the savages. Oh, okay. I expected it to be much worse. I'm not going to mess trying to overtake him through there, because he'll end up taking me out. Just let him go and try and get him back later. A little bit slow on there. Hopefully I can gain a bit of the slipstream. No worries, Pompasaur. Thanks for popping in. Lots of fighting amongst the guys up front. Messed that up. Well, there must have been some absolute carnage behind us. NASCAR or this? Well, this, I guess. I don't know. Did he just go round in circles in NASCAR? Or was there more to it? I wouldn't know. That's kind of the impression you get. So in the UK, I think most people think NASCAR drivers can only turn in one direction. Ah! Hey, B, walking, how's it going? I mean, we were starting to catch up until I made that silly mistake. Might have had a chance against them on the straight otherwise. But yeah, the races have been a bit of a mixed bag so far. And by mixed bag, I mean carnage. I mean, if I can keep a P3, that'd be great. But this guy's gonna absolutely send it. Fortunately, he didn't. He's backed off. Oh, guy behind's made a mistake. Right, we should be good for a podium if we don't mess this up. Guy behind's got a penalty as well. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Bit better than the other races. I'm amazed we managed a podium. Such a tricky race as well. Cheers for the GGs. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Thanks for popping in. And consider subscribing if you're new, of course. And if you're watching on the vertical stream, don't forget to hit those emojis. Tapping those helps the stream out. Because we are streaming horizontal and vertical. So you can pick which one you like. The horizontal one is higher resolution and better bitrate. Due to the way the YouTube works. So we've gained DR and we gained SR, which is excellent stuff. Decent race. So hopefully more of the same, because we've got a couple more. Sportsmanship rating massively jumped up there. That's quite impressive. That the sportsmanship rating went up so much. That's like most of a bar. I'll tell you what, sportsmanship rating in this game is completely bugged at the moment. It really is. We had that race at the Nürburgring sprint track a couple of weeks ago, where you couldn't gain SR at all. And you'd lose it really, really easy. And this week, you know, it's been kind of nudging up. And then for some reason I've gained like over half a bar in one race. Don't get it. And it wasn't even a clean race. It's very weird. Yeah, I need to knock another 10th off to be up where kind of Stampy is, time-wise. I'm always kind of nervous on the last corner of spinning it or cutting too much. We don't get a penalty. Oops, don't want that one. Yeah, it is tricky, the last corner. Yeah, too much speed into there. Need to brake a bit harder. Because the problem with that corner is the back end starts to slide, so it's tricky to get back in order to cut that curb. What car do I normally drive? As in real life car. I'm liking second gear through there, you know, just to get the rotation. Yeah, my real life car is not very exciting. It's a Dacia Jogger. It's a really good car. I do like it. It's very practical with two dogs. Nah, I've gone wide. My favourite in this is probably the Porsche, but they nerfed it. Rubbish. Yeah, I used to like the Porsche 911. But I quite like the Huracan. It's a Group 3 Huracan, and I quite like the Group 3 GTRs alright as well. A little bit slow. Yeah, I want to be about 2/10 quicker at least at that first checkpoint. And about 10th quicker there. Oops. Messed that corner up. Don't see many people in the Ferrari on this one. Fair few of the Nürburgring sprint the other way. Damn, messed that up. You've got to carry a lot of speed and kind of scrub the speed off as you go. I've got it set up so it's only like friends of friends can send requests, because then it keeps it as people who are generally within GT7. Just need to get that right. I think I need to coast a bit more. J-Slan, this is Gran Turismo 7 on PS5. Cheers for the sub, much appreciated. And thanks for popping in and chatting as well. Also appreciated. Right. Get another lap in at least. Again, too slow. For Group C. For Daily Race C, what do you mean? Yeah, it was good fun. I tend not to do Race C. I tend to do Race B most of the time. Just because the time of it fits in better with the streams, but that's going to change with like Project Motor Racing and that, because the races will be longer in that, I assume. Horrible time. Got to be really cautious on that corner, because if you touch the grass, it's game over. Just not braking enough there. Thing is, I'll probably come back tomorrow and have a couple of laps and smash the time. I mean, you may as well wait for the reviews. For the reviews for Project Motor Racing are likely to be on the what day would it be? Friday, I think. Probably be the Friday before it comes out. There's already an official motocross game. Cheers for good looks. We are in a it's manual gears for this. Yeah, it's manual gears. This is Road Atlanta, Raceway Road Atlanta. This one. Yeah, it's no point pre-ordering games. Saying that, I did pre-order Arc Raiders, so because I've been playing that a lot. It is tricky to sim motorbikes though, isn't it? Because No one, you know, very few people will do a handlebars accessory. Oh, so that's you. Okay. See, I've got to try not to put you off now. It is a tricky track, especially with Group 3. This Group 3 on this tight circuit is really tricky. At least they've done medium tyres. Oh, arc rate is ace. Love it. Oh, good luck with the PS5 and the wheel. That RCF is so quick. Car slides around so much there. Yeah, mess that corner up. It is good. There's quite a good community for people streaming it. There's a lot of good people. Made a mistake and caught the grass. See, I've got the slipstream and the guy next to me hasn't. Well, Davino. Lost all the downforce because we were so close to that car in front. That's a penalty. It's going to cost me. Nice for Juice there. He was getting past, wasn't he? He wasn't for waiting. I have a feeling there's going to be more drama in this race yet. Wrong gear, another penalty. Messed that up a bit, unfortunately. Tyres are struggling a bit. Need to brake a bit earlier for the last corner. I've actually got away with that. See if anyone goes for any mad dives on this last chicane. I mean, there's always the chance. Free beat. And I've just got a penalty. Oh, got away with it. No, unfortunately, I don't. Well, yeah, I've got a Thrustmaster T150, but I don't use it. Mr. Fast Tail. Hey, Nick, how's it going? That was a tricky race, that. You're on the voice talk on mobile. Okay, cool. That explains the message before. Cheers for the GGs. Yeah, that was a tricky one. Yeah, there's a lot of elbows out in that one, Davino. Nico, yeah, he kind of pushes past, and Juice Juice barged me out the way, but I gained SR and DR, so I can't complain too much. That is what I'm aiming for most of the races. But yeah, thanks everyone for popping along, as always. Thanks for the the likes, the subs. Thanks for chatting. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you are new, of course. Stream 3 times a week generally. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays. Tends to be the days. Daily Race B in Gran Turismo, but we will be doing some... probably some Project Motor Racing when that comes out. And maybe some Rennsport, we'll see. No worries, Andy. Thanks for popping in. Say hi. Good luck. Congrats on the new job, by the way. Hope that all goes all right. Right, we need some... I need a better quality time. Just definitely need a better quality time. Yeah, real races are a lot more tricky than AI. Well, let's say that the Sophie AI is pretty good. I mean, it depends what lobbies you're in as well. Because in like C and B, you can get away with not being quite on it all the time. But in the A lobbies, make one mistake and you get punished. Yeah, they don't... people tend not to give the spaces back. People will race to what the game lets them do. Oops, too wide. I mean, everyone starts it in E. I mean, when I first started this, when the game came out, I always thought the D lobbies were ridiculously quick, and I thought I'm never gonna keep up with the guys at the beginning of D. And exactly the same in every rank. When I got up to C and everyone was so much faster, and it's like, how am I going to keep up with these guys? Destined to stay in D forever. And you just practice, you get better, slowly. I mean, some people get better a lot faster. For me, it's just pretty slow and steady. That's a penalty. Well, that's where all the time is, isn't it, in the corners? How much speed you can carry into a corner and how fast you can get on the power out of the corner. What makes the really fast guys really fast. That's too wide. Hey Dimitri, how's it going? Oh yeah, because you come into it. Because I usually play arcade races. That was the kind of game I always played. I was very much Burnout, Need for Speed and that kind of stuff. So it's, you know, it's taken a little while to adjust. Because I used to watch people racing and they'd be, you know, nose to tail. And I'd be just like, how can you do that? How can you race like that, nose to tail, and not completely smash off the other car at every bend? So remember, I used to watch people. I used to watch Super GT and Basic Ollie when they used to play GT Sport, and you'd be just like, how can they do that? They're racing so fast and so close to each other. But it's just experience and practice. carrying too much speed into that corner at the top of the hill. So that's a bit 2/10 slower than I want to be. I was streaming some recreation last week, so proper old school burnout vibes with that. I'll probably stream that again at some point. I mean, I could have got a season pass for the year 3 pass for the Crew Motorfest, but I just don't have time to cover it, especially not with the other games coming out. And most people who watch aren't really into arcade races. They tend to prefer this kind of stuff, so if I do arcade racer type videos and streams, they don't do as well. Because that's not really where my audience is. Even though I do enjoy them. And I have played recreation a fair bit. Ah, back end went. Yeah, I'm never quite sure of the Davino, the penalties on that one. I'm always trying to get a bit tight in so I don't mess it up. See, I was a huge fan of Burnout Paradise. I got 100% on Burnout Paradise on both the Xbox 360 and the PS3. That's kind of how much I played Burnout Paradise. Played it an absolute ton. Loved it. Especially just doing all the online challenges. Yeah, I remember Grid. I used to like Blair as well. Love Blair. And Project Gotham Racing, I used to play them. And Drive Club. Absolutely loved Drive Club, was awesome. It's a shame they canned it. It's such a good game. Even now, I streamed it about a year ago. A stream Drive Club because it was like the 10th anniversary or something, and it still played really well. Considering it ran at 30 frames a second, it was so good. Yeah, Drive Club was way ahead of its time. Right, last race of the night. Let's see how we do. Oh, a bit further down. We've got a few more A's in here. Oh, we've got a couple of A pluses in now. Because our SR is going up. I mean, it's a pretty standard lobby. So normally I'd be... My quality time is terrible this week. Normally I'm kind of within top 500. For quali. If not, like 300. But... So I'm usually mixing it up with the A plus guys most weeks. But it's yeah, just this course, this car, all the excuses, basically. Plus not getting as much practicing because I've been playing loads of Outriders. And like I say, recreation last week. But yeah, if I'll have to see if I can fit in the other stuff. Might have to. It might just end up less GT7 and a bit more Project Motor Racing and stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to see what they do in December with this. I hope they shake up the online a bit. Needs it. Fair enough, Katai. Good luck with it. As long as you don't put me off to do it, that's fine. Which one are you? Starting a fair way back. Hey, Cornish. Oh, it's a shame he got a penalty after forcing me out of the way. That's like karma straight off, isn't it? I bet you he completely dive bombs me. Did you see that? He tried to brake check me on the... I was close. Nearly hit that guy. Bit salty, that fella. Oh, he's gone. Horrible exit from that corner. It's going to get a bit congested going into this. Right, I'm expecting Svennon to take out Davino at some point. Now that's got to be a penalty. Yeah, the sequential transmission sounds awesome. I've only just noticed Davino's got Rory's sponsor thing on. I'm glad he didn't spawn back in. Method Man a bit salty there. And Spacco just completely takes everyone out. One second penalty is a bit harsh. One and a half seconds. Ouch. I think I've just got another penalty as well. Yeah, it's an M6. Yeah, another penalty. It's not been the best race, this one. Oh, that was a race to forget, wasn't it? Spacco hit me, took me out twice. And, oh, I think he left. The guy who was in first. Yeah, Spacco took me out twice. I mean, that's why he's got SR of B and it's going downwards. We gained SR from that. We gained SR. Which, you know, is something, I guess. Because the DR absolutely got hammered. Right, I've got a couple of roulettes to open for that, after that last one. I believe. Let's see where we ended up. So our SR is nearly back up to S again, which is good. Our DR has taken a right hammering. Some good races though, and a decent bit of credit. So we got three to open. Yeah, he was just barging everyone out of the way. He did the same to me. He barged me twice. I mean, you know what? I'm going to take that because it's not the carbon rods. Right, 4-star. Let's see what we get for this one. This has got invite written all over it. I mean, nobody wants that. Who wants that? For a Volvo, of all things. They should take parts out of these tickets. It's going to be the rod, innit? GT7, you're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. That's getting me back for getting the 1,000,000 credits the other night. It's just punishing me for getting the 1,000,000. What can you do, eh? Right, that is me done for tonight. Some interesting races. The racing standards haven't really improved this week. Carnage again, but it's all part of the entertainment, isn't it? In Daily Race B, you come to expect it. I mean, you can't take it too seriously, can you? If we didn't want people to do that, the game should stop it, but it doesn't. So, what can you do? Thanks everyone for popping in. Thanks for the likes, the subs. Thanks for chatting. Otherwise, it's just me talking to myself. I will be back again on Sunday with some more of this nonsense, I would expect. That's the plan anyway, so hopefully catch you then. Until next time, bye for now.